She was saying that the girls competing, not necessarily. I mean, I don't know because I never looked at a world about men. What's the truth? That's what I don't understand. I think a lot of guys also really don't understand how fun it is to get ready as a girl. Like sometimes I have gotten ready and put on makeup when there's nobody around, and it's just me, and I take pictures, and I don't even post the pictures. I stay on my campus. It's just like a hobby. I feel like you guys like doing certain things, and as girls, I think I don't know, getting ready is one of them. But I will say that yeah, I probably wouldn't do as much.
Please tell me where I'm staying like that. Polar Beach. It's so fun.
I don't. What say it again?
Yeah. Something happens when they see water or they see the beach, but it's fine. Go on there.
Oh, no, not the beach without makeup all the time. What do you mean? No.
It's the whole point.
It's because it's gonna get ruined. Why am I gonna put it on for about an hour to actually sweat once?
You said it comes to love doing makeup and getting ready for it. So if it's a problem, then what?
What do you mean? It's she means I'm not gonna put face off.
Actually, it's so enjoyable for you to go and put makeup on and do all the narcissistic things that you described earlier, right? Why would you not just go to the beach, jump in the water, and then do it again? Because it's so fun. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of after the sugar. Yeah, I mean, if I'm feeling it, that's even with guys living here. I don't just do it.
Come on. Question first. What about your chain and your cars and shit? Do you get that for women? Would you get all that?
This is incredible to me. When we bring girls on the show, they don't want to fucking admit it. That you dress up like a whore, you fucking wear heels, you put makeup on, you do all this bullshit to attract men. You know? But you do. The reality is, you get dressed up and put yourself in uncomfortable situations, go to a nightclub, bring up on, do all this shit to meet your status. Unfortunately, this doesn't always happen. You might end up with losers, weird creepers, etc. But women love attention from men, and you're trying to get the best man that you can get. You don't do it for yourself. You don't do it to feel pretty. You don't do it for empowerment. You do it for men. Women will not admit this shit. And then they ask, well, don't you wear your clothes and your chains and buy these things for yourself? We do it for us. We spend 20 cameras a year and be fucking good. The reason why men do all this stupid shit that they do, wearing watches, dressing up, all this shit is for bitches. The difference is that men will not.
Okay, no, I'm gonna
Church.
women like do that for men. I'm not saying they don't. Said that people don't go out for men. They don't dress like these things.
For yourself instead of that particular.
So if there was no men, would I still do it? And I'm saying yes. They wouldn't be like, oh no, man, I'm not doing it anymore. But I'm also not disagreeing to the fact that I have done it for men. That's what I'm saying.
Is that 90% of the time when girls get dressed up, shit that they do is attract. Your Instagram is attract. When you dress, it's attract. Makeup, heels, all that shit ain't comfortable. It's for men. Just like women are ashamed to admit this shit because they don't want to come off as hey, little stain or whatever the fuck else it is. And that's why even when you make money, it's for men. In the real life. So if you want to make money, you get men, so to speak, because women are retarded and think the men and status it makes you more attractive. And it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's like girls will sit there and say, like, well, seriously, that's cool, yo. We bring to the table. Some of you guys are like, oh, I make my own money and I'm sustainable. We don't fuck about that shit. Basically speaking, if I go on the table with her, for example, you said that, well, because that's what you said.
Yeah.
It's my own money. And I said, oh, let's split this check. Even though she makes her money, she don't look at me like, what the fuck? So, okay, see, I love that you guys said that. That's why no one gives a fuck that you make money because you ain't spending it anyway. Well, that's the I mean, I'm admit it. You admit it, but 80 to 90% of girls are going to do some type of way. They have to pay on the first date. I'm trying to say with a guy. She even have to.
You start saying your money's her money. Her money's her money alone.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
Women don't share resources. That's why we don't care about your money.
yeah.
Yeah, what's your ideal girl?
Like, you're
No, what? Like, it's what every guy wants. I just want to see what it is.
His name and him and like all the other people are saying, yeah, you like from this age group.
So the thing is, it's the only difference between me and a regular guy is I have the balls to tell you guys what I like and what I don't like because I don't give a fuck what you think. But most guys, right, they like what I like, they just don't want to admit it because they're like, oh, get looked at as an asshole or a specialist. Sure. So yeah, man, not old, young, not annoying, not talk too much, right? No offense, but men don't like to talk like that, right? There's a reason why. And we, what does that say in Spanish again?
Let's hear it, right?
Yeah.
Can you speak Spanish?
Yeah, say that right. That's saying in Spanish.
Ben, I'm saying, that's funny.
Say, and I'm translating it for people. What does that mean?
That means quietly you look more beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, from and that's a Latin saying, that's a Latin saying everywhere, whether it's Mexico, all the way to Spain, whatever. How is it that all these different countries, right? You talk to Arabs, you talk to people from the Middle East, Africa, whatever. We all like girls that are quiet. Why is that?
Doesn't matter. I was talking to a guy. I think he was a tech guy, or whatever. And he was like, hey, I really like you. Just be sweet and be quiet. And that's it. So that's not what I used to. I used to just talk because I was looking for it. Yeah, it's just like, yeah. That's why I feel sorry for those that stay single or don't get married or whatever. Like everything you need to attract a man is one. Just don't be annoying. Don't be a slut. Be cute. Go to the gym. Take care of yourself. You know, keep yourself attractive, and that's it. And you'll get a guy that will take you seriously and maybe marry you. Like that's all you gotta do. And don't be a pain in the ass. Be an asset to his life. Don't be a liability.
If you don't knock his socks off, just simply understand what he wants and give him that. Simple.
Yeah, man. And be like shutting the fuck up is a huge skill set for a lot of modern day women, but they don't think they do it. Like, bro, we don't want to talk with y'all. You know, like, communicate. Like, let me give you guys a cold hard reality about things. But we don't really care what you think. We don't really care about your opinions. We don't care about your feelings. Like, it's about a bunch of mumbo jumbo anyway. When men talk, right? I'll call fresh up. Yo, what's the deal with this? Blah blah blah. Direct. Cool. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Done. So, what do you feel? What do you need? I don't know. Here's what the all these different like random tangents, blah blah blah. Like men communicate directly, women communicate over. And you guys say a whole bunch of random shit. It's like men and women are very different. We don't find a lot of things that you guys find interesting. Right? Like men just want peace and quiet.
Even hobbies, man.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Like, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like I'm okay with a girl that is feminine that doesn't have the same interests that I have. That's totally fine. I don't mind it. Right? And we just sit there, I'm working, and she's just chilling, doing whatever she does, girls do, and it's quiet. I'm okay with that. But girls feel the need to always talk to you, and it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying. But to find out you the thing that you want, to give you all these emotional, I guess, like impressions.
Get a dog, man.
Hey, you know. Okay, who's my chance here? As well, we gotta go over to Rumble.
Yeah.
Or we gotta go to Rumble as well.
Yeah. This might sound harsh or fucked up or abrasive, but this is what men wish they could tell girls. But they can't, bro, because they might get, that might not get sex for a week or some shit. It's fucked up.
I think that's fucked up that eventually would do that. Like, tell you to hold sex from a man. I feel like you never, ever told any man I was with, no. I feel like if you say no, you better be prepared to get you somewhere else. And this sucker's dick or something. Like,
You're surprised a lot. That's not the boss guy. I mean, as you will.
don't throw that ass back.
So guys get girls out. It's respectfully. Yeah, Depends on how you want to go about it. But
So, Sarah's, and
I'll get into my real muscle friends. We're all waiting for that tape podcast after the release. Hopefully, it happens soon. Question for the ladies: do you think you deserve a high value man, $1 million plus a year, 6 foot? It's stuff like that. So, Six Byron, McDonald's Byron. I'm telling these reports they deserve less since the drive-through days. I can 6 against people walking out. McDonald's. Shout out to you guys. It's bum o'clock price. I feel it already. You need to break out the holy water. These reporters just seeing them make me itch. They look like they don't report their OF money on their taxes. Oh man. Have you paid your taxes?
of course.
Yeah. It's not 1% man. Why are you 1% woman?
Yeah, sure. Wait.
Who on the panel thinks they're 1% woman?
0.5. Sad.
No. To be serious, she wants her own things. Okay.
You guys and the tapes are the big ones that I ever have. When people talk smack or make hit pieces, I always get defensive. Thank you guys for the free game. Yeah, bro, you think it's right for funds, bro. That's what it is. Speaking of which, I spoke with Andrew and Tristan, man. They're dealing well, guys, so have no fear. They'll be on soon, guys. Don't worry.
We'll see them soon.
Yeah. Orion Men's Paul. Anyone who just started watching FNF in the past 10 months, like I did, I encourage you to go watch their concept from the beginning. The amount of free game they give is just insane. Can't believe it was for free. Actually, bro. That's what we're here. Borat. And then in America, they allow women to be on the camera. In my country, we have a cage outside for the animal and women's.
No comment. What time is that? No mind going.
From here, I learned that some of you in the U.S. workplace would behoove you to do such a thing.
It's fun.
To a man is respectful. What is love to a woman, especially a woman from the East? Anybody have anything to say? What is love to a woman?
What is love?
Security.
Yeah.
Attention. Time. Yeah, security. These are these big. Yes, it's really big.
Fair enough. Okay. Prosper Thompson. You know what? I'm taking a step further. I think it's her feeling like she got picked and she got a special deal. But that's what I think it is.
So how do you have the option because of you?
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah. Like, you can only respect what they have to want to get, is what I realize with men. Like, girls, a lot of times they think that most guys are muscle. Do you guys think most women respect most men?
No, not nowadays.
No?
No, definitely not. Look how many women disrespected you. Yeah.
I mean, think of it further. Like most men.
This is just saying, yeah, it's like, most women don't like most men because they make good money, and then most women don't respect most men. So I would say the only way you can get a girl to really respect you is you got to be able to be able and ready to replace her with another girl.
And be high value.
That's why the insecurity is so important. It's the insecure. And you can have women around, they just tend to treat you when they don't make mistakes. 100%. That's just how it is. Disagree? Somebody said, wow.
And someone said let's rate things. We should have.
Oh, yeah, great thing. Oh, shit.
If your feet burn when you sleep, here's a solution. When your feet start burning,
if you hear a ringing in your ear that never goes away, there's something in your brain begging for help.
We have this up. Gentlemen, another life lesson from me. So, humans are herd animals, like basically every other animal on the planet. We have this idea because we're individualistic, because we have our own thoughts and our own desires, that we actually have nothing to do with the herd, that we're the alpha lonely wolf. But it's complete garbage. We are herd animals. What is the protective mechanism of a herd animal? The primary protective mechanism is that if we all stay together, only one of us will die, and the odds of probability are that it will not be me. So it's very important that I am part of the herd because the herd protects me. If I am alone without the herd and I run into a predator, my chance of survival is far lower. So herd animals operate from this mindset that is extremely costly. There is a very high price to pay for individualism and for individual courage. Because the best thing you can do is run with the herd to ensure that you're not the one who dies. That's your best chance of defense. If you think you're not a herd animal, answer me this. If you were on the street and you heard screaming and everyone started running, you'd run too. You'd run along with the herd, just like a herd of antelope start running in a certain direction when one of them senses a lion. You, if you sense danger or believed the people near you genuinely sense danger, even if you hadn't identified the shooter, you would begin running along with the herd to protect and save yourself. There would be a stampede. Humans are no better than antelopes, no better than gazelles. It's exactly the same. Now, the fact that you can anticipate and imagine that physical experiment where you're running down the street along with a herd, but believe that your mind is free from these same traps is unprofessional. Because your body is a reflection of your mind. If your body will run in a certain direction because you see people running in a certain direction, it is because your mind has consciously accepted that you should do what the other humans are doing because you know you are a pack animal. Therefore, in the scenarios where you do not need to run, your mind is still trying to go with the herd. This is the entire thesis of society. This is tradition. This is manners. This is liberalism. This is conservatism. This is everything. Everything is, everyone else thinks this. So I think the same as the other people because that prevents me from being excluded from my tribe. And for me to stand up and say something counter to the narrative has a very high price. The courage that is required is extremely costly. If your stupid ass tells the truth back in 2020, like an idiot called Andrew Tate, you're going to go to jail. So no one did it. I was the only one who did it. And now you'll notice everyone on the internet does it. Why? Because I've started a new stampede. I've started a new direction for the herd to go in. They're all following my direction. It was all me at the beginning. I did it. And now the Overton window has shifted, and now everyone is happy to talk in a certain way because I paid the highest price of courage. Each time the price of courage is paid, it becomes lower. And eventually it becomes low enough for people to stick their head up and pay the price themselves. And that is how you build a new stampede in a new direction. This is extremely important you understand. Because when you're trying to convince people of something, let's imagine you have a liberal auntie and you're trying to convince her of something. You are talking logic against her illogic, thinking you can beat her with a logical argument. That's not how it works. You're only going to convince her that your view on the world is good and true when she feels safe enough to agree with you. You have to show her that there is no high cost of courage. If you're the black sheep at the table and everyone else is saying the sky is green and you're saying the sky is blue, trying to convince people to move over. You can talk about the photons, you can talk about the color spectrum, you can talk about whatever. But the best thing you can do to be as most convincing as possible is explain. I know it sounds crazy to you people, but there's a huge contingent of people who actually think like me. And once you think like me, you're going to see that most people secretly actually agree with you. That is far more convincing than anything to do with the photons in the sky. Even though they know the sky is blue and they're saying it's green, they're doing that because they want to be part of the herd because they want to be protected. So to convince them to leave the herd, you have to promise them there is another herd somewhere else. Most people are not prepared to pay the high price of individualism and courage. They only want to be part of a herd, either your one or another one. Understanding this allows you to understand human psychology. Why don't you allow your girlfriend to hang out with whores? Because she'll be ostracized by her friendship group for being loyal to you. Why do you want your girlfriend to hang out with good, loyal women? Because she'll be ostracized by her friendship group for cheating on her. Do you understand? Everything is herd mentality. Everything is pack mentality. When you understand this, you apply it to other people, and you use it in a way to convince them to do the things you want them to do, because you need to be a master manipulator in this world. This is what you need to do as a man. You need to go through the world, doing your very best to manipulate the simulation so that you get the most possible resource from the simulation. But more importantly, you need to apply this to yourself. I am a pack animal. What herd do I want to roll in? Who is my team? Who am I working with? If everyone around me is going to the gym, I'm not going to be the only guy who doesn't go to the gym. If everyone around me is talking about new ways to make money, I'm going to start coming up. I want to join the conversation. I'm going to start thinking of new ways to make money. Everybody understands you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is absolutely true. You are a herd animal. If you join the right stampede, instead of running away from a predator, you can run towards a predator. If you join the right stampede, you and your team can run at the enemy, and you can defeat them. The lion scares the gazelles, and the gazelles run in an opposite direction. But there is one group of crazy gazelles who charge the lion, and they stampede him. They run him over, and they trample him to death. That is the team you want to be part of. So you're a herd animal. And the great thing about being human, and the best thing about the fact you watch my shows, is that you're smart enough to understand that you can choose your herd. You can choose your herd. That is why the real world and the war room are so powerful. It's not about just learning how to make money online. It's being part of a stampede of hundreds of thousands of young men who want to resist the enslavement of the matrix. Guys, it doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. Have you woken up yet? Wake up. Politics isn't real. Voting ain't real. Nothing is real. The system is rigged. You stand no chance of voting your way out of anything. Your only hope is to be a part of a stampede which is going to guarantee you success in all realms, irregardless. You need to be in part of a stampede that's going to get to the finish line and win regardless. Democrat, Republican, black, white, short, tall, rich, poor, doesn't fucking matter. Even if you're Mexican, you can pull it off. That's the part of the stampede you need to be in. Too many of you are sitting around joining these other herds, Republican, Democrat. If you've noticed my content, I don't even talk about politics anymore. It is fake. It's made up. All of it. What I talk about is winning. Me and my herd, it doesn't matter who is in our way. It doesn't matter if it's a Republican crocodile or a Democratic crocodile trying to kill one of us. We're going to run him over, and we're going to win. That's how we operate. That's how the war room and the real world operates. You are a herd animal. These are the lessons of today. You are a herd animal. You get to choose your herd. If you choose the right people in the right direction, you are guaranteed to succeed. There's no such thing as motivation. There's no such thing as discipline. There's no such thing as dedication. There is just herd mentality. You will not ever stand there and say, I don't have the motivation to train, when everyone around you trains.
This is my face at 72. No makeup, no filter, just one aloe vera trick every single day.
You're going to want to train to fit in. It's that easy. You're never going to have a problem with dedication, motivation, none of these things if you're part of the right group of people. You're going to instantly want to do them. If you want to win, why not want to train? Why not want to make money? Why not want to test yourself? Why not want to take risks? Why not want to look at new ways of generating cash, thinking outside the box? Why not want to do these things? You want to do them if everyone else around you is doing them. You're not going to want to do them if everyone else around you is not doing them. And then you talk about dedication and motivation. I'm hanging around with a bunch of losers. I can't go to the gym. I need motivation. Change your fucking team. It's that easy. You're a herd animal and you're smart enough to choose your own herd. That is why the war room and the real world exists. For you to join a herd of winners. Everyone else is a herd animal. They're following their own herds where they feel the most safe. If you want to talk somebody out of their herd, the easiest way is to convince them that there is another herd that will offer them equal or greater safety. You are safer if you leave that mentality and you come with me. You say to your girlfriend, you don't need those whores. I know you're worried I'm going to leave you, you're going to be lonely. I love you very much. I'm here forever. I'm here to protect you. You can leave that herd of sluts. And you can come and join me and my team. If you come and join me and my team, you're going to be good. Understand this. Understand the basics of human psychology. Understand that everybody currently, right now, who thinks they're an individual is a fucking retard. They're a fish inside of a school of fish, swimming up and down in the ocean in a big group, unaware of why they're doing it. They're buying a house because they were told they're supposed to buy a house. They believe in the politics they believe in because they were told to. They believe in racism because of the fucking news. They believe in the same crap their friends believe in. Nobody is an individual. Everybody's a herd animal. Everybody is trapped. Everybody is a stupid little fucking retarded goldfish in a big school of fish trying to run from the sharks. That's it. Understanding this allows you to do the most important things. Convince other people to leave their herd. Understand why people make the decisions they make. Choose your own herd so you're guaranteed to win. There is no such thing as the individual. There are no individuals. There are just winning herds who stampede their enemies and opponents, and there are losers. That's it. So make sure you choose the right team. Choose the right team.
Just keep it collaborative. Josh, you missed a couple of really kind of funny ways to send the ball down and what it looked like, and then what kind of hope you're telling yourself from there, and then actually what Wayne played the rest of the game. I don't know if we can say what he was saying to himself out loud. Yeah, I was just, those first three, they felt good. I was kind of frustrated with since, they putting in the reps where they're doing, if he is pretty bad. I was frustrated at first with this thing, but it's not changed for the part. I just, I just keep shooting. If I did that, I'd be good. Drops, I think should carry stuff with her.